I said that and then I started without recording. Okay, so when I first started as a coach, and most of you probably can relate, you had fitness goals, right? It wasn't so much business goals, you had fitness goals. So whether that was to lose 50 pounds, just get healthy, learn how to eat better, lose 2 pounds, lose baby weight, gain confidence, whatever your fitness and health goals were, inside and out, those were probably your main focus when you started talking to your coach, whether it was me, Kari, Stacy, Allison, whoever is your coach, you had goals related to you personally. So when you signed up as a coach, you may have known a little bit about the business, maybe just a smidge from watching us post, but you probably didn't have this broad spectrum of what it actually can mean to you financially, for your future, for your family. You kind of learn that as you go. So when I signed up, I got the option, like we give people in our script, and it's, much like, you can get Shakeology for cheaper. And I was like, sweet, sign me up for that. Why would I not want to save money? And then the more I dove into kind of understanding what coaching was on my own and my research on YouTube and watching top coaches and following people, I was like, man, this is a real life changer. So when I started setting my business goals, I kind of had this eye-opening experience of this can be whatever I want, but I need to make tangible goals so that I don't get overwhelmed. Because if my goal is to be top 10 coach, that is going to I'm just going to quit in 6 months, right? You don't see a lot of progress in your first month. You might hit Success Club out of the water because you have a lot of warm market people that are excited to join you, but it takes time to get to those big future 3-year, 4-year, 5-year goals. So to set specific goals for each day, each week, each month is going to push you to that. So, for example, when I first started, my goal, and a lot of new coaches' goals, is to go emerald, right? That's a pretty tangible, easy thing to explain to a new coach, where, find 2 people that either want the discount or that want to join your team, that may be interested in a sneak peek or chatting more about the coaching opportunity, have fitness and health goals. You get them signed up as a coach and you walk them through it. So that's your first tangible emerald. You are solidifying yourself as a coach in the world of Beachbody and your team and saying, I'm here, I'm ready to rock. And it's a simple goal because a lot of people want that discount. So whether or not you find coaches, trust me, I signed I don't even know how many coaches till I found anybody that was interested in anything I had to say about working this business. I think, I'm trying to remember, I looked at the number one night of how many coaches I had in my downline and how many had canceled, how many were inactive, how many were active but never working the business, till I actually had an emerald coach emerge. Because I did not, I think I had my boyfriend emerald for a hot second, but that did not make me go diamond. I didn't use a downline boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, family situation. I waited to find people that worked this business. So while I used Erin now and it's great, it took me a long time to find anybody that saw my goal and my vision and the belief I had in this company actually really want it. So emerald's great. And then you have to get people to want to share it with their friends. So whether or not they are pushing for diamond or, to be a multimillionaire or 6-figure income from home or whatever, you have to share the passion and belief in the support and the system that we bring, so that they want to bring people on board. So as your goal to get emerald, and then it's your goal to help others achieve that. So it's a very tangible kind of circular motion. That's all you have to do. You have to get somebody's feet wet. You have to share your belief, and you have to share that you're consistent in those, steps over and over and over. And that's where rank advancing, and that's where the consistency in the growth in your checks comes from. It's not from signing 50,000 challengers. It's not from giant, huge top recruiter of the month. It's about setting consistency in your business. So Club 5 to a new coach, even to 4 and 6 months into the business, is really scary. To me, it was terrifying because I had this goal of Success Club 5 and my coach preached Success Club 5. And I'm like, that's 3 people. And I don't know, we all know how many people you have to talk to get one yes, right? Raise your hand. It takes some time to find those 3 people. We say it's 3, it's easy, right? But it takes commitment from you to talk and send those, 3 to 5 invites out a day, to create those 5 conversations a day, to add 3 people to Friday, each and every day. So I know that those small tangible goals that you set for yourself work, because I did nothing more than that. Besides, yes, if I had a day that I could send 20 invites, great. If I had a day I could do a blitz, awesome. But with a child and working and still, in the beginning of my journey, guys, I was on 3 different medications. I was struggling with postpartum depression. I was working a full-time job and had a 1-year-old. This was not something that I took as seriously as I do now. I saw an out with it, but I also knew that I had focus in 50 different places. And that growing myself was a really big goal that I had to reach before I could expand my business. So taking those tangible daily goals, and how do you create those goals? So simply, do you want Success Club 5? What does that mean in your daily business? What do you have to absolutely zero, excuses get done? You have to send invites. You have to do the daily behaviors. You have to do your BAT. If you don't know what the BAT is, it's a business activity tracker. So you'll hear us talk about your daily to-do list. You can create your own, or you can go to the online office and simply print it off. That's what I did. I know it in my head, so I don't fill this out every day. But literally this, I don't know if you can see this, is the business activity tracker printed off 200 times, and I filled it out for a year. Literally every day. Did I invite? Yep. How many people? 3. Did I add to my network? Yep. 2 people. Okay, need to work on that. So at the end of the week, I can see exactly how many people did I add to my network. Did I do that efficiently? Could I have worked harder at it? I can see how many conversations I started. Did I start 2? Oh, shoot. I didn't invite Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, I invited 3 people. Maybe that's why I'm not at Success Club, right? Because I know that I probably have to start 15 conversations a week to get that one success, or those 2 Success Club points from one challenger. So I know if I do those 15 to 20 conversations a week times each week through the month for 4 weeks, I'm going to hit Success Club 5 consistently, right? So can you see setting those small goals each day, how that adds up to the month to meet your actual goal of Success Club and actually moving your business forward? If you're not setting those daily goals, you're going to get to, the 22nd of the month, and you're going to be at Success Club 2 or maybe 4. Maybe your goal is 10 and you're at 6, and you're panicking and you're going, how am I going to do this? I have to talk to 500 people, and I've exhausted my friends list, and I haven't added enough people this month, and I've gone through everything. You need to be consistently doing it each and every day. So that's why you set a goal and you write it down in front of you. And every night before I went to bed, I would ask myself, did I do the things that I need to do to move my business forward? And if the answer was, I have 3 messages sitting in my inbox, I'll get to them tomorrow. Most likely, I'm going to have 3 more or 2 more or whatever. And so it's going to be 5. So that's going to be a longer task. And so then the next day I might go, I don't have time for that, right? So then you get to the end of the week and you have an inbox full of 30 messages. You haven't responded to your coaches, and you have this stack of work that's not a power hour. It's then like 5 hours of things you need to do. So if you're consistently sitting down for 30 minutes and banging out invites, like adding to your network, people think it's super scary. And I know a lot of my new coaches struggle with this. And it's really funny to me because it's not anything scary. It's like going to the grocery store and saying hi to the person checking you out. It's being socially engaging. It's being friendly. And if somebody doesn't like the friend request, they will simply cancel it. They won't accept it. It's not a big deal, right? It's not scary. So to add 2 to 3 people literally on my daily activities takes what? Kari did it in she added 10 people when she was over here before we went to Nashville. 10 people in 5 minutes. She's like, hold on, I got to add to my network. Done, right? As I'm pouring some wine. It's nothing scary. It's not something that needs to take hours. This business is not meant to put stress on you. It's meant to be fun. You're supposed to have fun with your challengers. It's not supposed to be, okay, hit Success Club 5 and now run out and hit Success Club 5 again. So while the numbers, it can seem daunting because, oh man, I'm only at 2 challengers. If you are consistently building, it will come easier and easier and easier. And no, I think it took me what did I say, Kari? Like a year before, like I think January or February. I think it was my year mark where I hit like Success Club out of the water, like Success Club 50 or something crazy number.
It was right after I signed up.
Right. And it was like, and people are going, how'd you do that? And I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah,
like,
it was right after
to sign up for my challenge, and I have no idea what happened. But that was a year of consistent adding 2 to 3, inviting 3 to 5, or 5 to 10, whatever my goal was. That was consistency for a full 12 months without seeing the fruits of my labor. That was, yes, I was getting a paycheck. Yes, I was slowly growing, and I was able to leave my job, but I still was doing the fundamental daily activities that brought me to a place of being able to, wow, now every month, 1 or 2 people actually just come to me. Like, it's not 50 people. I don't have people banging down my door every month, but I do have a steady stream that I can know it, that I may have backup. Like, if I don't see Success Club happening in the first week, I don't have to panic. It's going to be okay. If I'm doing the daily behaviors, I know that somebody is going to see my call to action. So, but it took me that period of a year of setting my goals every day of I will refuse to go to bed, whether I've had a long day, whether the baby hasn't slept, whether my work sucked or things didn't go right. I'm going to add to my network. I'm going to send my invites. I'm going to do my workout. I'm going to share that consistently. So setting goals. I hope that helps kind of break it down. So when I was working, I did those very simple tasks. I didn't do anything. I didn't have a YouTube channel in my first 6 months. I didn't have a blog. I didn't have Instagram. I think I had an Instagram, but I didn't even know how to log into it. I posted on my personal page, and I reached out to people, because that's the biggest thing you can do in your business that's going to make or break you, is reaching out to people, because they're terrified to reach out to you. Let me tell you, I never once sent my coach a message before I signed up without her reaching out to me first. Even if I knew she wanted to talk to me, even if she'd sent me a message and I'm like, oh, a week's gone by, I haven't messaged her back, I would wait for her to reach out to me again and be like, how's your week going? I'm like, good. Like, what, you know, they're not trained in how to talk to people. They don't have a script sitting there. They don't know. I didn't know what a challenge group was or any of this stuff. I was kind of like, okay, person, like, who are you? But she took the time to reach out. So that's the biggest thing you can do in your business, is reach out to people. Because eventually, guys, you're going to have to talk to people you don't know. It's just the way it is. Ashley, like, her and I don't know how long we talked, but I went back to like the beginning of our conversations, and it was like 2014, right?
Yeah, about that.
Like a long time. And we didn't have like daily dialogue, but we checked in with one another. I said, how's your week going? She was in a clean eating group. She was this. She would follow. Like, it was never, I never just was like, peace out, girlfriend. It was like, let's build a relationship. And if this is something that you think could work for you, I would love to have you join when you think you're ready. It was never a pressure. It was never like a, hey,
I always like to say, I always had like one finger in the cookie jar, and I was just like, I'm kind of there. No, not yet, Bree, not yet.
Yeah.
But maybe, no. Okay. And then one day everything, you know, it just
and
needed
then one day I go, hey girl, I know you're talking about it. Let's get you set up this week. She goes, oh, I signed up on Sunday. You know, so it's that fast of a click of like, if you're consistent, somebody is going to trust you, right? And have I let you down, Ashley?
No, not at all.
You check in, you be consistent, and they get what you're promising. They see you checking in on your Facebook page, and they want to trust you that you're going to do that for them too, right? Like when they have questions in the challenge group, are you going to be present? Because if you're like, oh, I'm going to have this awesome challenge group, and I have this awesome team page, and I'm going to help you reach this goal. And then you're like, okay, cool, you're signed up. Good luck. Like,
it's one of the things I have to say, like, overall, just watching you over the last year and then kind of getting into seeing, like, the other side of this business, I'm like, way to go, Bree Holland, knocking it out of the park, showing up every day to work, doing this, doing that. I'm like,
with consistency. So if I had backed out, I think, you know, a lot of people that follow me are very shy. Like, they are going to, you like attracts like, and we talk about that. So while we seem very outgoing, because we're a group of friends, guys, we're a team, we're fun, blah, blah, blah. I know you guys. I was on a call earlier with Nikki Whiting. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but she's, you know, top, I think she's number 14 in the company. And, you know, we're all in a Zoom chat. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she has like her hair done, her makeup done. Like, oh. Like, okay, she's going to tell us tips. But it's like intimidating. I'm like, oh, there's 100 people. Like there's 100 like 2-star and above coaches on this call. It's like a little team call like this, but with like Arnold and Jeff Cromanhook. And I'm like, hey, I'm over here. Like that's scary to me because I don't know those people. Those are my teammates. Like I'm like, hey. But to get outside your comfort zone and know that you have to reach out needs to be on your goal board. If that's something that scares you or intimidates you, practice. I used to message my success partner and we would have conversations, fake conversations of inviting people because I was terrified of it. I would get my red wine out at the end of the night and be like, okay, send my 5 messages. Like, hey girls, like that, you know, you call it a hey girl. Like you send out your hey girl invites, right? Hey,
That's been my favorite.
you send something, whether it's an invite to a challenge or creating a conversation. It's saying, hey girl, I saw that picture of that outfit you posted. I have got to know where you got that shirt. Create a conversation.
What's been working for me most is just saying, just like right now I'm kind of adding a bunch of new positive people to my Facebook. So I've just been kind of sending that message out like, hey, we really don't know each other, but we do have a lot of mutual friends. So if you don't mind, I'm just wanting to add some positive vibes to my Facebook. If you want to be friends, accept me. If not, bye.
Right, exactly. It can be simple.
And so far, I've had like 20 friends new this week. My whole feed is all new. I'm like, that's awesome.
Right. So going over and setting goals is going to move your business forward. Kari, I'm going to let you take it away and share because, well, I was going to share kind of goals that I set now, but I don't want to get too far into the future because a lot of you guys are newer in your first 6 months, first 8 months. And I mean, my goals right now don't matter to you. You don't care what they are. I'm pushing for elite, but I've made small goals to get there. I didn't know what my 5-star push was until 2 months ago when somebody explained it to me from corporate and was like, here's your goal, but this is what you have to do. And I'm like, oh, I see it. Like you have to see the small daily stuff. And when I was pushing for diamond, it was the same thing. If I have somebody looking at my downline and going, all right, so you want diamond, right? Where are your emeralds? And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, you want diamond, so you're working towards diamond. Who are your emeralds going to be? And I'm like looking, and I'm like, okay, that person's inactive. That person doesn't work the business. This person's my boyfriend. Like, I don't know. Like, you better go recruit, huh? If that's your goal, then you can find your goal in what you're missing. And I was like, oh, I have nobody working the business. How am I going to hit diamond if I have no emeralds? If I don't have emeralds, I got to go find people that want to be emerald, right? So then you attract new people and you find new people and you go, hey, wouldn't this be fun? Don't you want to do this? No? Okay, bye. Like you just have to keep going. So Kari, I assume you have goals for the end of the year and we kind of were going to talk about end of the year push. So I'm going to let you talk about that part of it, of how to set goals and how setting goals right now is really, really important going forward because the push you make now is going to show in January, February, March when it just slow. The push now, while it seems slow and seems like Success Club is like pulling teeth out, why setting goals now and pushing harder than ever is going to get you through the holiday to a rock star 2016.
Hold on one second. All right.
So going on towards the end of the year push, I really want to let you guys know that if you do not achieve your goal, like on my birthday, I wanted to be 1-star diamond, and that did not happen, but I did not fail. I don't want you guys to think if you don't hit your goals, you're failing. You're not failing as long as you keep going. Don't stop. Be like, go back and be like, what did I did wrong? And when I realized what I did wrong, basically I took a step away from my business. I wasn't as consistent in writing, talking to people, and I realized that really damaged a little bit. But you know what? That's okay. It was a learning practice for me because I haven't ever did that. There was a lot of new stuff going on in my life. I quit my job to do this full time. I was on a month vacation. I went to Summit. My husband came home. There was a lot going on that I was like trying to wrap my brain around. But then when I didn't hit that 1-star, I was like, you know what? I'm going to set it again. And I have my date set, and it's looking really, really positive. I have talked to the lady that I think will be diamond when I have my goal set to be a 1-star. She's pushing for it right now, and we just got her hooked up with a success partner, and I think it's going to be great. So don't feel like you're failing if you do not hit your goals when you want to hit them. Rethink of what happened, re-strategize, come to your upline coach, and we can figure out what happened to help you be successful in this business. So some of my goals when I first started, I was kind of like Bree. I was just in it for the discount. But slowly what happened was, and Bree did not know this, but I told her, I'm like, I thought as a coach, because even though it's a discount coach, I had to sign up people. If people reached out to me, I had to sign them up. It worked out for me. I started getting a paycheck, and Bree was like blown out of the water, but it's so I did hit Emerald pretty fast because of that, because I didn't realize there was just this discount coach. She did explain it to me. I'm like, but I'm a coach. I have to sign up people, right? So, and I had some family that was really, really interested because they saw my results. So once I hit that, and I realized, and doing like the BAT tractor and all that, I was like, this is not just some company that doesn't care about their people. They are like, because I had like a call with the CEO of the company. I had Bree checking with me. I had team calls. I had people always seeing how well I was doing and where I need to be helped with. I'm like, no, these people care, and I'm working for people over here that don't care. I don't, okay, something needs to quit my job. What do I need to do to quit my job? And I came up with a plan. I'm like, I need to make this much a month. I need to hit these goals to get there. And I didn't take no for an answer.
I want to hear that
like
secret.
I was just determined. I pushed. I literally worked 9-hour days. I was a full-time mom. My husband was deployed for the half part of when I decided to do this. I would stay up until midnight and wake up at 5 a.m. to do my workout, talk to people, then get my son up ready and go to work. I was just beyond determined to make this work, and I added to my network every night. I'd be sending out that message at night, like, hey girl, hope you don't mind the friend request. I saw that we had similar interest. Once again, I hope you don't mind the friend. I forget exactly what I said, but
I'm interrupting. Props to Allison for making her Shakeology on a trip.
What?
I got a little blender. I brought everything with me.
She's on her trip. So I'm like, props to Allison.
That's awesome. But I literally gave it my all, and I still do to this day. Like, there'll be times I will be up really late at night, and my husband, because now I'm a stay-at-home mom with my kid. Today, he did not take a nap. But after this call, I'll be doing business because I couldn't do business while he was still awake. He was super, super crabby. So that's what I love about this business, because I can do it anytime I want around my kid's schedule. So when I came up with a goal, so once I hit Emerald, I'm like, Bree, I want to be Diamond. What do I need to do to get Diamond? She's like, well, you need to find working coaches. Issue was, I was having a really, really tough time with that. I was struggling, and luckily my husband is military. So I used his military discount on my account, signed him up, so I was still only just paying one business center fee, and I made him Emerald. And then I had one girl, but she quit the business. I have another lady, that's my other Emerald, and I just got another rock star Kelly named Emerald too. So I was lucky enough to be able to build my husband as an Emerald. To keep that, and I have him as a very, very strong Emerald. I know that he will be there because I'm consistently adding him coaches every month, but I make money off this. Is you can take it any direction that you want to do. Bree didn't have her boyfriend as an Emerald, but I decided to make my husband, and it's holding me there, but now I'm actually getting more Emeralds on my left and right legs. So there's a bunch of ways you can do that, but I was like, no, I want to be Diamond. What do I need to do? And she's like, you can make your husband Emerald. And I'm like, Yes, I can.
And we set you a goal, set numbers, and we crunched through what that meant.
Yeah.
Just by
I remember my goal was the day before, was not Labor Day, Memorial Day, and I hit it the day after just because of technical difficulties.
So setting dates,
but I still hit it, and I hit it within the ballpark range. So you really want to write down, well, Morgan's on the call, but Morgan, she hit her diamond date the day she got it, like wrote it down. She hit it that day. And it's amazing when you look at it and focus on it, like, I will be that on that day. There will be nothing stopping you.
You're breaking up.
Because as long as you're adding to your name, I am?
Yeah.
Chris, are you on the internet?
You're like skipping out a lot. So I didn't know if other people were getting that or if it was just me.
I don't know.
I muted everybody to see if it was just like feedback.
I'm only getting it on Kari.
Did I skip? I didn't skip?
No, only Kari's skipping.
Must be the bandwidth.
I don't know. I don't know if he's on the computer or not.
Okay. I muted everybody to see if it would help, but it didn't.
His game. So should I stop?
No, that's all right. You're doing great. I just basically, like, to sum all that up, setting dates. So coming into the new year, as silly as it seems, like, oh, okay, guys, it's just September, like, but the push that you make now and setting a date, like, do you have a diamond date? Do you have, like, have you looked at the calendar and gone, on this rank advance day, on this payday, I would absolutely love to see a $500 paycheck or a $200 paycheck or emerald, or I would like to see diamond. Whatever your goal is, talk to your upline, have a one-on-one, and see what does that mean. What would an extra $500 for Christmas mean to you? What would an extra $1,000 for Christmas gifts and food and travel mean to you? And what does that mean in your business? What does that have to look like in your business and your push right now to hit Christmas and be like, man, that $800 paycheck is nice, right? So setting a date, setting a goal so that when we go into the new year, there are new programs coming out. Everybody has, like, I remember you go into the new year and everybody's posting about their resolutions, right? Like, that is game time, ladies. You need to have added 500 people by the new year. You need to have messaged and created relationships and conversations with 1,000 new people. Whatever your goal is, do that now so that in January, when everybody's going, oh, I was going to lose 50 pounds this last year, and they didn't, right? Because they all went and signed up at Planet Fitness and ate pizza instead of running, and they're ready to actually work on their goals. Everybody's motivated. Everybody's sick from the holidays. Everybody wants a 3-day refresh and 21-day fix and Shakeology to feel better, right? And here you are, their coach, right? In just this armor, ready to tackle, ready to, like, game face, do it, right? You're going to have rocking challenge groups. You're going to have set the foundation because you're going to create the conversations now. And you're going to create the relationships, and you're going to be posting about your journey through the holiday because, man, that is not going to be easy, ladies. It's never easy, but we can do it. Does that mean do not enjoy the holidays? No. It means set goals now. I have a 5-star elite goal date for December 1st. Why the 1st? Because I don't want to be sitting on Christmas Eve on my computer going, I just want to hit my goal and my Success Club number. I want to hit it so that the rest of the month I can help my team achieve their goals and get their Christmas under control so that we can enjoy it and go into the new year feeling refreshed and ready to rock 2016, right? So that's why we talk about it now, because goal setting means looking into the future and going, what can I do proactively now to hit that goal? Because a goal isn't reached without a plan of action. So by doing those daily behaviors right now, up your number by 1 or 2. So say right now, if you have written down on a piece of paper that your Success Club goal is 5, right? the boundary, the basics of Beachbody, that they give you prizes and reward you and say that's going to move your business forward in a few years. If you hit Success Club 5, statistically, they can't promise it, but you're going to be in a, I think, $30,000 to $50,000 margin for a yearly income. That's what they statistically say. If you hit Success Club 10, within that 2 to 3 window, you're looking at a 6-figure and beyond income. Statistically speaking, that's pretty rockin' cool. 2 to 3 years in a business. I worked my butt off at a bar and wasn't making that much. Like I was, 4 years in the business. I wasn't like, oh, 6-figure income, here I am. And I worked a ton more hours there than I'm doing in Beachbody. So set your goals, write them down and reevaluate them. I want you to write your goals down and say, did I push myself? Is that comfortable to me? Or does that make me look at it and go, that scares me a little bit? Because if it makes you comfortable, change those numbers. Go cross them out and make them a little scary. Because if you don't scare yourself and you don't go outside your comfort zone, you're not pushing yourself. And that's what we as coaches do to other people, right? We push them outside their comfort zone. We ask them to give a little more. We ask them to trust us. And so we have to do that for ourselves in our business. If you want results, not only in your fitness goals, but if you want results in this business, you got to push yourself and be comfortable with getting really uncomfortable for the next 3 to 5 years. I've just learned that I'm just never going to be comfortable in any situation, and I'm just going to have to do it. At some point, I'm going to have to talk on the national wake-up call if I want to be elite 5-star. So I'm like, maybe I just won't go elite. But that's silly, right? Like, I don't want to talk I don't want to do that. I don't want to be on stage at Summit. Like, I'm just fine sitting here, but I've got big goals, right? And with that comes responsibility. So go write your goals down. And if it doesn't scare you, set the bar higher. If Success Club 5 doesn't scare you, if you feel like that's manageable, Bree did it, Kari did it, people can do it, okay, I see everybody doing it, set it for Success Club 8. Doesn't have to be 10. 5 and 10 is, yes, there's like 2 kind of like numbers, but it could be 8. It could be 10. It could be 12, whatever you want. It could be 7. Like, I want to sell a Shakeology HD on top of all that. Whatever it is for you that makes you go, I'm going to really have to work for that. Good. Make it that, because guarantee, even if you don't hit 8, you're going to hit 5, right? And Beachbody says, good job. So you win either way, right? So set those goals. Make sure they're scary. Make sure they're manageable. What does it look like in your daily life to invite 5 people? Does it take you 10 minutes to invite 5 people? Do you have 15 to invite? So put 12 on your list. If you have adding to your network on your list each day, which it should be, does adding 3 people get you the number of people you want added to your network by the end of this year? If you're going Monday through Friday, business hours, and you're adding 3 people, what does that look like at the end of the year? How many people is that? Add it up. Look at it and see, is that where I want to be? Is that how many new contacts I want to make, or do I want more? And if it's not, and money-wise, you get 25% off a challenge pack. If you're hitting Success Club 5, what does that mean? 3 challenge packs at an average of $40 to $50 commissions? It's $150. Are you fine with that, or do you want more? So just look at it. And yes, you get bonuses and volume and team stuff. So that's not the only way your paycheck is going to grow. But, how much does this impact your family, your goals? You can break them down so specifically and look at each daily activity and say, am I doing everything that I can do to reach those goals for the future, for my bigger goals, for my dreams? And if not, adjust your attitude, adjust your numbers, and see what you need to do differently. And if you're tracking that, you'll be able to see exactly where you need. Shoot, I didn't do personal development all week. No wonder my head's not right when I'm talking to people. I should probably get in 10 minutes a night, right? I didn't add anybody to my network. No wonder I'm not getting much response on my posts, because people are sick of seeing the same post. But if I'm adding people, they're not sick of it because they've never seen it, right? So stuff like that is going to move your business forward. So I encourage you guys to set goals. Set a daily tracking device to track your behaviors each day. When you sit down to work, track the things you do so that you can look back on that week and say, did I accomplish what I wanted to accomplish? And if I didn't, what can I change next week to make it even better? all right, I'm done talking. I can't even breathe. I'm sick, so I'm like, but I did work out today. So anyway, that's all I have. Kari, I hope this was what you were
awesome.
looking for.
It's awesome.
Okay, cool. And if you guys want a one-on-one with me or your upline or a three-way call or whatever, just ask. We are all here. Nobody is trying to beat anybody. So have a chat and have your goals written down. Let's go over them and see where that's going to get you. Because I've been doing that a lot lately with myself and with coaches on my team. So anyway, have a good night, guys. Thanks all for hopping on. I hope it was helpful. I know everybody's muted, but I hope it helped. And I will talk to you in the team page and see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.